Assuming that like the Asmongold fan sees a cashier and she's a woman, he's like, no! Wokeness has ruined the reputation of my favorite grocery chain. Basement dwelling, neck bearded loser comes in and is like, you're gay! You made this video game gay! F you! They have turned not being able to fap to a teenager into a political movement. That's on their banner, dog. They're card-carrying gooners. Remember, the Asmongold audience was very mad.
Salt. That's all I can taste is salt.
Oh, what a joy. Naughty Dog finally made a new IP. And they've done a bunch of great IPs in the past.
Oh, man. You don't get to rush this.
Hole in one. Nice shot.
Naughty Dog makes a new game and people are like, well, there's a bald Asian woman as the main character. Some games are gonna feature this, and that's fine. And some games are gonna feature this. Like, who gives a oh my lord? Like, who gives a oh my lord?
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm kind of retarded.
You really gotta admire how Hasan can go an entire hour coping and seething over Asmongold and his audience for calling out the Game Awards and trailers as woke, than being like, who gives a shit?
Like, who gives a
like, bruh, are you for real right now? Clearly people care about this and want these political activist clowns out of gaming. Otherwise, these companies and trailers wouldn't be receiving the insane amounts of backlash that they are. The intergalactic trailer, for example, has received over 500,000 dislikes across the channels and a fraction of the likes. So yes, clearly people give a shit. The average person is tired of having these woke far leftist ideologies shoved down their throats 24/7.
Real talk. Real talk.
The needle is shifting, the Overton window is shifting to the right, and people are not having this shit anymore. Is it really that hard to comprehend? You also really gotta love how on Hasan's channel he has literally zero shame, not a single ounce of shame. On his banner he puts messages calling him out which are true, such as adopt a leftist aesthetic and podcast for a lot of money, live the capitalist life, laugh in private at how utterly dumb and deluded your fans are.
I'm Joe Biden, and I approve this message.
Like, he is showing this shit up on their marquee for all of his audience to see, and they are like, the comment says, too fucking stupid to realize that he is playing all of you dumb fucks like a fiddle.
Thanks for the money, stupid fuck.
You really think this grifting clown actually cares about anything he says or the values he tries to promote? Of course not. He's just like every other one of these bread tubers like Avash or Destiny, etc., etc. Grift off socialism while living in a multi-million-dollar mansion, complaining about the rich while being in the top 0.1% bracket, wanting you, the person who's middle class or working minimum wage, to distribute and divvy up that money while he keeps all of his. I just find it crazy though also that Asmongold still sticks up for Hasan. Like, most people with a brain knows he's controlled opposition. However, if this stupid fuck was attacking me, I personally wouldn't just get on my knees and let him give me a golden shower. But hey, fetishes aren't to be looked down upon anymore, right? And if that's what you're into, then you know, that's cool, that's amazing. No, seriously, with the bullshit aside though, before we get any further, you guys should really consider joining my Latina kingdom, where I, your beautiful queen Latina parfait, will not allow any discrimination or oppression towards my people. Join my kingdom, my army, and you will have your queen's protection. I promise. We will not stop until all these DEI firms are shut down and gaming is great again.
Like, real talk.
Hit that subscribe button and like button to join. Also, I made a Discord server just now. It'll be in the description and comments, where you can either chat with your queen, give me feedback, suggestions, and all of that good shit. Even if you don't want to join my kingdom, like even if you think my kingdom is gay or some shit, which I don't know how you could with a kingdom full of Latinas, but you know, that's besides the point. You should at the very least, like the video, as it was extremely painful sitting through like an hour of Hasan talking and having to edit it. That alone deserves a like, alright? Let's be honest. But yeah, let's move on. Hasan went on nearly an hour-long rant about Asmongold's audience coping and seething that they were all gooners, racist and sexist, etc., claiming that gaming hasn't gotten more woke and that we are all just mad that we can't goon to these female characters. Like, oh no bro, I can't goon to Skibbity Toilet anymore. Oh my god, it's just such a stupid straw man argument. Yes, we gamers want women to be more attractive like back in the day. Back in the day when the females had less than 1/10 of the polygons polygons, yet looked way more hot and sexy. What exactly is wrong with being straight? What is wrong with not wanting to look at Will Smith's wife for the next 20 to 30 hours while you play a video game?
What's the difference?
If gay people are allowed to be prideful in their sexuality, why can't straight men and also women?
Real talk.
Let's not forget women also like to play as attractive females. I know that's a crazy concept, right? All women just, they never wear makeup, right? They never wear tight clothing or try to look good. They all just, want to be Will Smith's wife. Like, I've always found this to be the most retarded argument with these leftist morons. Yes, women also don't want to play as ugly characters, neither do men. We play video games to escape reality, to have fun, and not be reminded of the real world. But yeah, I clipped most of the highlights I found in this video and I'll be reacting to them, so let's get into that.
Look at this. They've turned gooning into a science. Enlarged orbicularius oris. Too compressed glabella. Nasion bridge too high. Body of a zygomatic bone is too high. Like, what are you saying?
This guy is fucking stupid.
You need to be sedated, dog.
He's saying the character Siri is too ugly. We all know Hasan didn't invest much in his intelligence stat, maybe like 1 or 2 points at most, at max. But like, this is stupid even for him. Like, even if you don't know what these words are and that like they're too big for your pea-sized brain, you can like break down the words or whatever. I know it's a crazy concept, right? It's not like something you were taught in elementary school or anything, it's not like we ever went to elementary school either. Like, we see the word bridge and it's about Siri's face. So obviously we can infer he's most likely probably talking about her nose being too high. Then it also says bone is too high. Clearly he's talking about the cheekbone. Not to mention the guy literally put red fucking arrows for stupid retards like Hasan, but he's still too stupid to figure it out. And this guy's supposed to be like the political master, right? Like, he's the one all the 13-year-olds flock to watch, to get their political beliefs from. Give me a break, man.
But I don't give a shit. I just want the game to be good. I don't care, okay?
I really love this new phrase these leftists are using. I don't care, bruh. I just want the game to be good. If you ever see one of these people in the wild, they probably have one of those "please be patient, I have autism" caps.
How do you go about your life having a mental health episode every time you see like a woman or a black or brown person? Like, how the like, that's kind of crazy. I'm assuming, like, what? How the does that work? You go to the DMV, there's a black lady there, you're like, no!
Hasan is really trying to make it out that conservatives or the right are having mental breakdowns each time they see a colored person in like a Walmart. Like, it's so stupid. Nobody is doing that. It's such a straw man argument, which is what he does and the only thing he can do. There's clearly a difference between some random colored person existing in a Kmart or Walmart or checking you out in your grocery, putting the shit in the bag and checking boxes in a video game to virtue signal. All right, man. Like, it's not fucking rocket science.
What was that game? Concord or whatever? Concord wasn't because they had them looking characters or whatever the people are saying.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm kind of retarded.
It was just not good. It was not a good game. It wasn't because it was woke.
Concord wasn't bad because it was woke. Like, this has got to be the most disingenuous bullshit I've ever heard. Like, so you're telling me out of the thousands of videos online bashing this piece of shit game for the woke characters, it wasn't the reason it failed? Yeah, it clearly had nothing to do with the characters looking bad, right? It clearly had nothing to do with the characters being the most ugly, disgusting, grotesque creatures that I have ever, or anybody has ever laid their eye on, right? Gotta press X to doubt on that shit.
These statistics of all the games released in Steam in 2024. It seems that just 2.5% had the tag LGBTQ+, and 7% had the female protagonist tag. This is supposedly the political trend that is overwhelming and destroying gaming. That's what they are saying. Now, it has increased, right? It has certainly increased. But the irony is, it's not necessarily a major increase that these gamers are complaining about.
Just when you thought Hasan was already at max level disingenuous, he takes it up a step further by saying it's only 2% with the LGBTQ tag and 7% with the female protagonist tag. When from what I'm aware, I'm not gonna go watch the video, by the way, because I don't really give a shit that much, but anybody with a brain can come to the conclusion that it's all the games on Steam, correct? Like, you can correct me down in like the comments if I'm wrong. Like, out of the hundreds of thousands of games, it's a total of what, 2%, which doesn't sound like a lot at first, but it is, especially when most of these games are coming from the AAA scene. Like, how about you go a step further and show the percent of those tags that are from the AAA games? I promise you it's going to be significantly higher. When 90 out of 100 games that are releasing on Steam are just asset flips and dog shit that was created in like 2 days, it's clearly pretty easy to see how that 2% is a much larger percentage when you filter out all of the junk. But Hasan is way too stupid to think this or question it. He sees some shitty statistic and just auto believes it because it fits his narrative. He's a moron. Also, it's worth to take note that you should also take into consideration how much it's increased, like the percentage that it's actually increased. If it was like 1%, for example, like let's speak in hypotheticals, like let's be Ben Shapiro for a minute. If it was 1% a year ago, then 2% now, that would be double. It would literally have doubled. It's not just, oh, it went up by 1%. No, it literally fucking doubled. But it's pretty evident most people don't know how to read them.
There aren't like incredible games that came out back then. I'm just saying that like they would come out in a big blast sometimes.
Flashback.
When I was growing up, you got once every decade, you got like this world-changing game. You know what I mean?
End of flashback.
Every decade, like how stupid is this, man? Every decade, really. Back in the 90s and early 2000s, masterpieces would release back to back. We got games like Doom, which popularized the FPS genre, Dragon Quest, and Final Fantasy, or for JRPGs, Chrono Trigger, Final Fantasy VI, FF7, FF10, Resident Evil, Silent Hill, Super Mario 64, Half-Life, Portal, Grand Theft Auto. Like, come on, bro. Hasan is really trying to say that games today are not only better and more revolutionary, but they are also more frequent. Like, what is blood smoking?
You fucking real talk.
Like, clearly those oversized nerd glasses aren't giving you that +1 intelligence like you thought they would. Like, why the fuck would you wear those? Like, for real. I get this is kind of petty or stupid, but like, seriously, it's like every one of these stupid libtard fucks wears these same oversized thin glasses. The only thing Hasan is missing is the septum piercing. If he got that, he would literally have completed the zoomer look.
I do appreciate Asmongold's chat existing though, honestly, because it at least like improved my video game award experience. It certainly improved my video game awards experience. It was like content, how cancerous it was, but also simultaneously there were some brief moments where it was hilarious, like that one guy who said, honestly, W Japan.
Salt. That's all I can taste is salt.
Hasan literally got so offended over some random person in Asmongold's chat saying W Japan, then he has the nerve to say, we're the triggered ones. Like, little bro, look in the mirror, for the love of God. How are you this triggered over somebody else's chat? Like, how is this even possible?
You need to understand, this is the world that we live in, okay? And these guys do dominate the online sphere in very meaningful ways, and they are breaking the brains of your younger brothers, your younger siblings.
Clown. That's right, I'm clown. I'm like Pennywise the clown. We all float down here.
Maybe your sons, and it's important to address it sometimes. A lot of the hobbies that young men have online are completely dominated by right-wing sentiment.
Failed. You're done. It's over. You lose. Good day, sir.
Yep, and it's going to continue to lean further and further into that right-wing sentiment with the constant political propaganda. Get used to it, buddy, old pal. The pendulum is shifting, and when Hasan's audience starts shriveling up, make sure he doesn't try to grift to the right again, because that's what Hasan used to be. He used to be like a dude bro Andrew Tate type of guy, until he saw the money and grifting to the left. And we both know this is inevitable. It's going to happen.
Real talk.
When his audience dries up and the money stops flowing in, he's all of a sudden going to be the right-wing Chad. But don't let him fool you, and don't forget Latina Parfait called this shit out, and you can make sure to link everybody this video showing how I'm based, I'm the alpha. But yeah, this video or stream was absolute fucking dog shit, entirely coping over Asmongold's chat and trying to act like the only thing people care about and get mad about in video games is for wanting to goon to women, when in reality it's more than that. It's the dog shit, repetitive Ubisoft style gameplay, it's the politics, the virtue signaling, the developers with insane egos, broken games, etc, etc. Maybe if these retard developers focus more on creating quality games and experiences, we could actually have good games again, but that's not gonna happen till these CEOs and shit get off of their asses and fire all these activists and stop taking that BlackRock money. But yeah, like the video if you enjoyed, make sure to sub and join my Discord, and also enjoy your day, take the Latina pill, stay based, and goodbye.